Women have been taught for decades that the only way to succeed in business is to grind harder, sleep less, push through exhaustion, and earn success through pain. Especially women in business, we've been conditioned to believe that hustle is the price we must pay to be taken seriously, to be respected, to be seen as worthy of wealth. But what if that belief is the very thing slowing us down? Because the truth is, hustle culture was not built for women. It was built on a masculine framework of constant output, constant movement, and constant sacrifice, and most women end up burning out before they ever get to enjoy the success they are building. So today, let's have the real conversation. Hey lovelies, I'm Gakeni. Welcome back to the channel, the place where mindset, money, motherhood, and women in business grow together. If you're a woman ready to level up, build boldly, and step into your power, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because here we don't just talk about success, we build it. Women can build wealth without destroying their peace. Women can scale businesses without sacrificing their bodies, homes, relationships, health, or motherhood. Women can become successful entrepreneurs without trading femininity for exhaustion. We are entering a new era where feminine leadership, aligned energy, emotional intelligence, and strategic systems are more powerful than grinding endlessly. So if you're a woman who desires wealth but doesn't want her life to feel like a never-ending marathon, this video is for you. Let's talk about how women can build wealth in a way that feels sustainable, aligned, and all, not rushed, drained, and depleted. Hustle culture made women believe that the only path to wealth is struggle. We were taught that the busier we are, the more valuable we are. We were taught that rest means laziness and slowness means failure. We were taught that if we aren't constantly grinding, then we don't want it bad enough. And because women in business already face societal pressure to prove themselves, most of us internalize this hustle mindset even deeper. Here are the biggest lies hustle culture sold women entrepreneurs. 1. Productivity equals constant movement. Wrong. Being busy doesn't mean you're building wealth. It means you're draining energy. 2. Success requires sacrificing personal life. The narrative that you must lose yourself, lose sleep, lose time with family, or sacrifice motherhood to win, that is manipulation. 3. Wealth only comes to those who grind the most. In reality, wealth comes from leverage, not labor. 4. The more exhausted you are, the more serious you are. This is how women have been guilted into burnout, disguised as ambition. Hustle culture made women wear struggle like a badge of honor, but that mindset is the exact reason so many women quit, shrink, or stay small. Here's the truth. You do not need to hustle to be worthy. You do not need to sacrifice your softness or femininity to run a successful business. You do not need to choose between wealth and well-being. Now that we've dismantled the lies, let's talk about the feminine advantage women actually have when it comes to building wealth and why aligned women build stronger, more profitable businesses than hustle-driven ones. Here is what most people don't realize. Women are naturally wired to build wealth more sustainably than hustle culture teaches, because women naturally lean into connection, emotional intelligence, intuition, alignment, and long-term thinking. These are not soft traits, these are high ROI wealth-building assets. Feminine power in entrepreneurship is not about working less, it's about working in ways that compound instead of drain. Women in business today are shifting into a new dimension of success because we don't just chase profit, we build purpose-driven ecosystems that naturally attract loyalty, repeat customers, trust, and long-term growth. And that is where the feminine advantage lies. Women listen deeply, which means we create offers that market actually needs. Women connect emotionally, which drives deeper customer lifetime value and brand attachments. Women lead collaboratively, which builds networks faster than competition ever could. Women create from meaning, which leads to longevity rather than short-term hype. This is why women entrepreneurs don't need hustle to win. Your natural strengths are already designed for sustainable wealth, and when you combine that with strategy, the results multiply. When women build wealth from alignment instead of force, their business becomes a reflection of who they are, not a fight to survive. So if hustle isn't the source of wealth, where does wealth actually come from? That's what we are breaking down next, because once you see this, you will never go back to overworking again. Wealth is not created from exhaustion. Wealth is created from leverage. This is where so many female entrepreneurs get stuck, because we were raised to believe work equals effort. But wealthy people think in systems, structures, and multipliers. For women in business, actual wealth comes from 3 places. 1. Systems that do the work when you don't. Automations, workflows, scheduling, evergreen funnels. When your business can still make money while you're resting, doing school runs, having a slow morning, or taking mental space, that is true wealth power. 2. Scalable offers. Your time is limited. Your income shouldn't be. Digital products, high leverage services, evergreen courses, automated programs, subscription models, licensing. These are pathways where one asset can make money over and over again. 3. Compounding consistency. Not insane output, not chaotic grind, but consistent content, consistent visibility, consistent improvement at a pace that aligns with your nervous system and your life. Women create wealth when they build things that grow while their life continues to be alive, not a machine. Wealth is not built in chaos. Wealth is built in structure. So the real question becomes, how do women practically shift this style of wealth building without feeling like they are falling behind? That's what we are going into next. The step-by-step practical way women can grow wealth without hustle. Most women were raised to believe that you have to earn rest, that rest is a reward, not a right, and that the only way to get wealthy is to sacrifice sleep, sacrifice motherhood presence, sacrifice your body, sacrifice peace, and grind harder than everyone else. But the truth is, the more you chase hustle culture, the more you delay your wealth. Real wealth for women is built by systems, not sacrifices. It is built by alignment, not proving. So today, let's talk about how you can build wealth in a feminine aligned path without burnout, without being everywhere, without operating like you're in a 24/7 survival mode. Hustle culture was built for people who didn't have to do invisible labor, not pregnancy, not breastfeeding, not motherhood emotional labor, not being the default planner, not the caregiver. So when we try to compete with that system at their pace, we automatically start at a disadvantage. And this is why so many women feel like they are behind, not because they are lazy, but because they were measured by a standard that was never made for them. You do not build wealth by copying broken systems. Feminine wealth building focuses on 1. Leverage, not force. You don't do more, you choose what gives bigger ROI. 2. Systems that repeat even when you are not working. Funnels, evergreen content, digital products, compounding assets. 3. Energy management over time management. If you are drained, you sabotage your best decisions. Peace produces better business outcomes than panic. 4. Building assets that don't require your constant presence. Digital products, affiliates, memberships, courses, investments. We are looking at assets over activity. There are practical female wealth strategies that help us as women grow our wealth fastest, and I will share 4 of them with you today. 1. Build one signature offer and refine it deeply instead of 7 random low-ticket hustles. 2. Choose a platform strategy that is realistic with your life season. Do not try to be viral everywhere at once. 3. Create SOPs and automation early so work is duplicable. When we talk of SOPs, we mean standard operating procedures. They remove decision fatigue, they reduce overwhelm, they make delegation easier, they make our businesses scalable, they save time and prevent mistakes, they make us replaceable in tasks so we can focus on CEO level work instead of being stuck doing everything. 4. Treat rest as part of the strategy, not the reason you are failing. Rest restores your decision making, and wealth is built on decisions, not just effort. This is about being strategic enough to stop wasting energy in things that do not compound. You don't need to be busy, you need to be intentional. You don't need to grind more, you need to leverage better. Wealth is not how hard you work, it's how effective the things you build remain when you are not working. And women can win big here. Your life is allowed to feel like joy and purpose and wealth at the same time. You don't have to choose. Wealth can be built in peace, not pressure. And this is the next era of women's success. The truth is, women do not need to bleed for success. We do not need to burn out to deserve wealth. We do not need to choose between motherhood, rest, peace, softness, and building a successful business. Wealth was never supposed to cost you your identity or your joy or your mental space. The future of female entrepreneurship is not hustle culture. It is alignment. It is strategic leverage. It is wealth that grows when we are still allowed to be women, not machines. So if you're a woman in business watching this, I want you to shift this belief today. You are allowed to succeed without struggle being your identity. And if you want more content that teaches you business from a place of grounded power, not burnout, not comparison, not survival, then this is where you belong. Subscribe to this channel right now, because this is where women learn to build wealth differently, where women learn to build wealth without losing themselves, where women in business rise without hustle culture being the prize. Turn on your notifications, because you are about to build wealth as a woman, not as a machine. And this is only the beginning. See you in the next one. Bye bye.